I know if we ask you to step down a bit to the family, if you need each other,
It's a close.
okay.
Thank you, sir. You ready, sir? You're looking at all of us. First, last name, official title for the record, please.
Okay, my name is Reginald Green, G-R-E-E-N-E. I'm the attorney for the Tony Green family. Yes, we are here. We just came out of the hearing that was held on the bond. This was actually an emergency motion for reconsideration because at the prior hearing, the bond was denied. The family's overall sentiment is that the prosecution is not being as aggressive as we think they should be in terms of pursuing a no bond situation in this case. We believe that this is an egregious situation, but we also understand the law and that he is innocent until proven guilty. However, there is a process in place to protect the community from people that are a danger, and we think that the factors that they laid out in the hearing demonstrate that he is in fact a danger to the community. He has been and still is. So we're hoping that the judge makes the right decision, but we understand that he has to get his day in court, and we're prepared to stand by whatever decision is made, but we would intend to remain vigilant in this process to make sure that justice is served. And you notice everyone that's wearing red, that red represents the blood that was spilled by Tony Green, and that's the show of unity that we brought today to let everyone know that we believe that this is a serious situation and we expect justice.
Is there any, can we hear from any family members just about what these past few weeks have been like? I mean, just...
Anybody want to speak on that, Bianca?
What is your first and last name?
I'm Shalana Roach. My sister, older sister. It's been kind of hard. My brother, he is somebody, I mean, he gummed it down like he was, I mean, come on, man, like, it need to be justice because I wake up every day thinking about my brother, every day. I'm gonna miss him. We all gonna miss him. Yeah. And I mean, it's gonna be hard for me, you know what I'm saying? Because I like my brother's keeper, you know, and then for me to wake up and just hear that, I mean, it's very hard for me. And I think, I mean, he needs to get murder. I promise you he needs murder. But I have to stay strong for him, you know what I'm saying? So, just justice for my brother, please.
Were you anticipating a decision today on the bond hearing to say whether he could or couldn't get out of jail today?
I mean, I was hoping that he wouldn't. I mean, he don't deserve it. I mean, it's pain and suffering. We got pain, we got to suffer too, you know? So, like, I mean, you just can't just go around just like killing somebody for no reason, you know what I'm saying? I guess, anyway, so I just want justice for my brother.
Where do you go from here as you're waiting for this decision? And
take it one day at a time. I'm gonna pray and just gotta live life, you know. Just gotta live life for him. Just try my best. Do my best to get through this.
Spell your first and last name for me, please.
Shalanda, S-H-A-L-A-N-D-A-R-O-C-H-E, and I am my brother's keeper. Yes, I am.
Counselor, have you seen something like this in the past where the judge takes his time with this, leaves, and we're waiting?
Honestly, if this had been almost any other situation, I believe that the officer would have already been released. So, I mean, make no mistake, the family is, you know, pleased so far to a certain extent that the judge at least is showing some, you know, some authority and some ability to understand the gravity of the situation. Because honestly, what you said about expectation, our expectation, some of us were that we would come in today and he would be granted a bond, okay? And the fact that it's being taken under advisement is actually a good sign that the judge is seriously considering this and he understands the gravity of it.
what do you think to the prosecutor's statement that he's no danger to the community?
The prosecutor?
Or no, the defense, I should say.
No, the defense attorney, to say that he's no danger to the community is I mean, it's almost laughable because you know, interestingly enough, they had someone testify about his involvement in the church, which is great. But I wonder whether the pastor knew that of the allegations of his abuse towards his wife, of his intimidation of other suspects, people also who were innocent until proven guilty. That on the streets of Kingsland, he treats them as though they are guilty. In fact, when it came to Tony Green, he became the judge, jury, and executioner in a matter of 5 minutes. Okay, but now he gets the presumption of innocence, and so you know the sword cuts both ways.
Is it routine
in your experience as an attorney, to see the state, in my opinion, kind of lax in the way that he fight to get his view in terms of satisfaction for the family?
I think that the officer is in a precarious position. I mean, he used to be an officer, so he does get the benefit of that badge, but to the extent that he has violated that oath of office, and apparently in the past there were red flags that he was inclined to do so, takes that away. So he's just another guy up there that committed a senseless murder, and we want him prosecuted.
No one really knows how long the judge is going to take, but how long do you think it might take for him to make this decision? Because he won't even, he didn't have to call us back in to see what the decision is. He literally could write it, submit it, and then that's it.
Right, and I think, I mean, there could be, more than one reason for that. One is, the one I believe most is that he's really taking it into consideration and trying to be very deliberate about it. And the other thing is, there's quite a few people outside, and, maybe announcing it tomorrow might be better than announcing it today, just to sort of keep the status quo.
Anything else you wanted to say on behalf of the family, or in this case?
The family is just interested in justice. Everybody's grieving. This is a terrible situation. And I mean, granted, the officer has a family, and in the courtroom today we heard about his family, but nobody talked about Tony Green's family. He has children also, and not only does he not get a bond to go home and take care of them, he never gets to go home and take care of them. So the family is thinking about that when they hear statements like the officer needs a bond so he can go home and take care of his kids. Who's going to go home and take care of Tony Green's kids? So we just want to make sure the victim is held up at the highest level in this case.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
No justice!